this day, where she's occasionally visited by divers to a tour of the remains of the vessel. But at the same time, if you want to see some of our artifacts and you don't want to get your feet wet, just so happens at the Maritime Museum over at Canal Park, you can see just over to our starboard side of the tugboat. They've got a number of artifacts off for, and it's a completely free museum. So I definitely recommend heading on over there. It's definitely worth the time. If you're on the outer decks though and you do have sensitive ears, I will cover them right now as we will be sounding the ship's horn to get the captain's salute to the bridge once again. Our horn is loud, the bridge is even louder. So if you have sensitive ears, I will cover them right about now.
Horn's gonna go up. Kind of right in the middle there, but you can either have the canal side to stay in or the harbor side.
So what you had just heard there was referred to as a captain's salute, and it consists of one long horn blast followed by two short ones, and it's just a nice little way of saying thank you between our boat and the bridge operator. It used to be required, although it no longer is today. But at the same time, well, the bridge operator did open the bridge for us, so why wouldn't we want to say thank you, right? For special occasions, they do also have a master salute as well, which is 3 long horn blasts followed by 2 short ones, and it's just a much more formal way of saying hello.
So now we're in the harbor, and the ships that come through here bring various things to the different little areas.
If you look over to the starboard side of our boat, or the right side, we look towards the bow. This is where most of our sites are going to be. And you can see a large multicolored building down there. That right there is our Great Lakes Aquarium. Our Great Lakes Aquarium was opened all the way back in 2000 as one of North America's only freshwater aquariums. It no longer is a strictly freshwater aquarium anymore though, because they later went back and added a number of saltwater exhibits. So that means they've got fish from all across the Great Lakes, they've got fish from all across the oceans, they've got turtles, they've got frogs, they've got snakes, they've got a bald eagle, and my personal favorite, they have a pair of really, really adorable river otters as well. The colors of the building do also have significance, as the green represents the nice green forests of northern Minnesota, the blue represents the nice open blue waters of Lake Superior, and the red represents the iron ore, which has been at the bedrock of the area's economy since its discovery of the Mesabi Iron Range all the way back in the 1890s.
Really nice, relaxing cruise. It's don't have any kind of choppy waters today, so that's really, really nice.
If you look directly off to our starboard side, once again, we've got another site here, that being the large concrete silos, which represent the site of Pier B Resorts. Those large concrete silos back there were built all the way back in 1914 to hold up to 14,000 barrels of powdered cement at a time. They would take it in from the company facility at Alpena, Michigan. They drop it off here by Great Lakes Freighter and ship it to destinations all across the Midwest for use in all sorts of different construction projects. They served like this until 2008 when the company's successor, Lafarge, decided they needed even more space. And so they moved up their operations to the city of Superior across the harbor. And in 2010, this property was sold off to a group of local developers who created Pier B Resorts. They've got 140 hotel rooms. They've got a large marina. They've got a banquet hall and some really good food. And you can also see back there, they've got a large boat down there as well. That large boat is our Sundew. The Sunday was launched right here in Duluth, Minnesota, all the way back in 1944 for the United States Coast Guard as one of 39 vessels in the Iris class, as it was called. And she served with the U.S. Coast Guard from 1944 all the way until 2004, when after 60 years of service, she was retired and donated to the deck for use as a museum ship. Unfortunately, though, she could not stay afloat there, at least financially speaking. She didn't actually sink, I promise. And so she was then put on the market one more time and sold off to a group of local businessmen, including Mr. Jeff Foster, who now keep her docked over there at Pier B, where she is used as her own private yacht.
Chris is out there doing his own video. There's some other.
Now over here we've got another two sites over here. I'm going to be talking about the giant wreck crane elevator down there, the giant letter A at the top. That right there is Hansen Muller Elevator A, and it is the oldest active crane facility in Duluth, as it was opened all the way back in 1908 for the Consolidated Elevators Company, and served with them until 1943 when it got sold off to General Mills, who operated the site as their Elevator A all the way until 2013, when they loaded their last ocean-going freighter, and in 2015 they closed down the silos for good. It sat empty for a while, but today, actually as of last year, it was purchased by the Hansen Muller Corporation based in Omaha, Nebraska, who has since reactivated the elevator and used it to ship in and out a variety of grain cargoes, with the main ones being in cargoes of oats that come in from Thunder Bay. And then they also as well ship out cargo of beet pulp, which is then used in Europe for use as nutrient-dense animal feed. Funny enough though, right next to the oldest active grain facility in Duluth, we also have the newest. This right here, the large tan structures here, which represent the site of Riverland Agriculture. Riverland was opened back in 1981 for the Cargill Company, and is no longer owned by Cargill anymore. But they take grain in by either truck or by train from all across the Midwest and Canada. They unload it at the very center of the facility, and from there, 5 miles of automated conveyor belts will carry that grain off to the silos on the berth 1 or B1 side of the facility on the north end, or the berth 2 or B2 side on the south end of the dock. The B2 side is used for storage in transit, it just hold the grain there until needed, whereas the berth 1 side is able to reload all of that grain onto a big ocean-going freighter, where it can load even the biggest Great Lakes, even the big Great Lakes or ocean-going freighters, and a very fast, very speedy. Wait for it, 14 hours. Okay, I'll admit, 14 hours is really not the best.